were both sick or something and were breathing heavily. I laid down on my back and my robe wasn't tied and was really loose. It showed my belly, the middle of my bra, and the middle of my undies. Why? Okay. He leaned over really close to me and said, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, my robe isn't tied." He said, "That's fine," and rubbed my stomach, right above my underwear. I remember thinking, I hope he doesn't notice my hairy stomach. Full disclosure, I have a happy trail, like, don't act like you don't have one, whatever. This is back when I gave a fuck about body hair, Anyway. When I woke up, I was so happy. I hope he's at school tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to take a break from being horny for a second and go to a more serious post. This one I had to read because when I was rereading these diaries, I'm unemployed recently, long story, insubordination. Actually, when a black lady gets angry, people are like, "Oh my God, kill her! Kill her!" From August 8th of the year 2001. Today, Chanel confronted Elise about racism. Racism. I told her that Elise thought Chanel was a racist, and Chanel was so upset that she cried. Today, me and Chanel talked about our feelings on slavery. Here's how I feel. I am a descendant of slaves. When slavery ended, blacks were still treated like slaves and were looked down upon. Blacks didn't really get closure on slavery. I think it's like a big wound that is just now starting to heal around the edges. That was naivete, clearly. For years, blacks were treated like animals, and now the descendants of white people who hated us the most listen to our music, and they try to talk like us, and they want to be like us. It's fucking true. Although I should forgive, I can't help but feel that the wrong they did to us blacks is just messed up. Are we supposed to forget it and drop it like nothing happened without so much as an apology? I don't know how to deal with it. Mommy said to pray. Don't forget, but don't remember so much that it kills you. Be aware so that if someone is being a jerk towards you racially, you'll know what's going on and react wisely. That's a start. Oh, and no matter how much they've stereotyped you, that doesn't make it okay to stereotype them. My mom was just trying to keep me alive. That's why I was fired again. I was just like, look, white devil, you don't This third entry, I titled this one Suicide Fantasy, because when I was in high school, just like right now, I loved a good suicide joke. January 6th of 2003. Oh yes, I must preface this by saying my parents were going through like one of those really fucked up divorces where it was like, I thought you loved me, and it's like and in the mornings before my dad would drop me and my younger sister off for school, he would just like spew hate speech about my mom, okay? So keep that in mind. One day we'll all be able to get over it, but for now it just sucks. Have you ever had one of those days when you just want to kill yourself? Comically, like a Looney Tunes cartoon. Maybe that's a sick and unjustified question, but today while listening to my father's bitching, I zoned out and thought of a funny way to commit suicide. The place. A pep rally at my politically correct prep school. It was Holland Hall, for anyone who knows there. I didn't enjoy, like, high school there at all. Like, fuck. The time, afternoon. I need the start of the day to burn my bridges. Temperature, 65 degrees Fahrenheit, nice and moderate. I'll raise my hand like I have an announcement and solemnly walk to the center of the gym with my gym bag. Its contents, a pre-measured amount of piano wire, a super glue, and a chair from the sidelines. I'll get my assistant, my teary-eyed best friend, to set up the chair, and I'll stand on it and wrap the piano wire into a noose. I'll slip it around my neck and throw it over a beam to be pulled down by another one of my saddened friends. I'll super glue my hands to my face and say, "This is my farewell performance. Prepare to now be shocked and amazed. I will proceed to hold my head in my hands. Don't bother asking for an encore. I can only do it once." Who likes Daffy Duck, right? I'll dedicate the performance to my dear old dad and wish he could have seen it or the pain he wreaked on my heart. Just when the principal, teachers, and security try to stop me, I'll signal to my now bawling best friend to pull the chair out from under me. The sharpness of the piano wire will sever my head from my body, and as anticipated, my head will be in my hands. Blood dripping, mouth smiling, tear ducts squirting for the last time. People will know what a sad and mentally troubled girl I was. Of course, that's if I could actually carry on with it. I'd never be able to, though. Hey, we're at school! Good riddance, Dad! Hello, sweet distraction. I can't tell you how, like, weirded out I was when I rediscovered that entry. I was just like, oh shit, I forgot about that. Things were dark. It gets better. Hashtag. Okay, so moving on, shifting gears. This one I entitled Lame Blowjob. We've all given them. December 13th of 2003. This is when I was a senior in high school. Actually, it was after. I was 17 when I graduated from high school. I turned 18, so I waited till I was legal for whatever. It doesn't matter. I spent time with Jason. We met at the Memories of Japan parking lot and went to Fuji where we had dinner, and then we drove around till we found a place to make out. We got naked and cuddled, and then the fun started. I sucked his dick and even tried to deep throat. I did choke a little. All I got was pre-cum. Jason, although he was enjoying himself, here I should enter that he was my first gay boyfriend. You know, he just wouldn't come. We started talking about breaking up. I cried. He hugged and kissed me. He hugged and kissed me some more, and we cuddled and put our clothes back on and went home. I gave him a copy of Andre 3000's The Love Below, which he and his family enjoyed. That gives you any indication of how my first romance was. I was just like every teenager, I was hell-bent on just getting my dick wet, whatever. My rhetorical dick, I don't have a dick. Okay, this next one I titled Virginity Lost. And even though I have super detailed memories of this day, there's a really sparse entry, I'm just gonna warn you. January 1st of 2004. Today at 12-ish a.m., I lost my virginity. Jason Sober and I have been fooling around a lot lately. I would say almost nightly. We've been trying penetration to see what it felt like, and it was just slightly uncomfortable, so we'd stop. Tonight, we went all the way. And I wanted to. I used the bathroom afterwards, and I was bleeding like it was the first day of my period. Like, cool, what the fuck? And then I let him do it again, and we talked afterwards, and I left, and I got home at 2 o'clock. I lied to my mom about what I did, and here I am. There are more details, but I'm extremely sleepy. Good night. It was just so fucked up, like, it's just amazing that that's all I said. It was like near a fireplace with a fire and carpet, and I was just like, oh, like the movies. Fuck the media, putting all these fucked up ideas into these girls' heads. They're just like, oh, my virginity is gonna be amazing, like a cream puff. And it's just like, no, you're a cum dumpster, bitch, and I need I'm kind of drunk, I'm mad. This is the last entry. It's called ejaculation. It's short, okay, bear with me. January 21st, 2003. Tonight and the past few days while masturbating, I've had the urge to pee. Tonight, I ejaculated for the first time. Here's an exclamation mark. It was really scary. But then I was really happy afterwards. I can't wait to tell Jason. He's got me in a frenzy. He masturbated on the phone today. I love his voice. It really turns me on. Especially when he starts moaning, oh, Melissa. Yeah! I wrote that out, and there was the ancestor of an emoji also. I swear, if he were to whisper that in my ear, I would die. And that's it.
Thank you.